Coming down to the barn this morning. Every morning I would come down here hoping to see a calf. Sadly, that is not my anticipation anymore because we pretty much know that Dolly is not bred. You're such a faithful little friend there, Flopsy. Always the first to greet me in the morning. Morning, Dolly. I have to admit, my excitement at seeing her isn't quite the same as it would be if I thought she was having a baby any day, or if I knew I was about to milk her, but she still is a good cow and deserves my affection and my attention and my care. So she will continue to receive that from me. Today I want to talk about when homesteading is hard. I'm going to talk about different ways it can be hard and how to overcome the frustration of homesteading, the exhaustion of homesteading, and the disappointment of homesteading. So you already got yours. You were the first one. You already got yours. This is not how I'd recommend doing this. Usually I bring them in 2 or 3 at a time into the barn stall and give it to them so that it's not a total crowd. I would like to talk about the situation with Dolly first. Talk about ultimate disappointment on the homestead. You know, we just found out that she's most likely not bred through rectal palpation, which I guess you can go in through their rectum and you can feel whether or not there's a calf. And so the person that checked her said he really did not believe that she was bred. I think we're going to do a pregnancy test just to make sure, but I'm feeling like she's not pregnant. And that's pretty discouraging considering that I was expecting to be milking a cow by now and providing fresh milk and cheese and yogurt and cream for my family at very little cost. Because the quality of milk that I want to afford for my family costs $12 a gallon. Not to mention if I were to buy cream and cheese and butter at that same level of quality. How do you deal with this kind of disappointment on your homestead? I don't know that I exactly know just yet. I think that all I can do is trust that it's the best thing for our family right now and learn from my mistake. And I think that that's the biggest thing whenever huge disappointments like this happen on your homestead is you learn from your mistake. Granted, we did not purchase her, we were given her, and if we had purchased her, it would have been we would have definitely had her pregnancy confirmed. We just didn't think to do that because it just seemed so sure that she was pregnant and she was free. So probably if we had a bunch of money invested, we would have definitely checked. Something I do want to tell you guys is that the people that gave us Dolly are in no way to blame for this, and they have tried in every way to make it right. They are some of the most generous, kind people I have ever met, and they are wonderful neighbors. They even offered to give us her daughter, who calved about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. They offered to give us the other cow, not Dolly. Her name's not Dolly. So please do not say bad things about them in the comments. They're really kind, generous people. They're becoming our friends. And first of all, the fact that someone would offer us a cow, then for free, then offer us the choice of which one we wanted. And then when we chose wrong, we chose the not pregnant cow and we didn't know, they offered to give us the one that has already calved. And not only that, but had a beautiful heifer. And they were very sincere, and totally serious when they made that offer to us. And of course we said no. We said thank you, we will stick it out with Dolly, unless for some reason you just don't want the other cow. And if that's the case, we'll take her. Come get it. It's really good today. Here, ducklings. Come and get it. Oh wow, looks like someone is starting to lay again. Good morning, mamas. Do you guys hear that sound? That is the sound they make when they tell the chicks that there's food. Another thing that can make homesteading really hard is frustration. For me, frustration comes mostly from not being knowledgeable, from having to learn so many new things all at one time. And it makes me think of my 1-year-old who is in that process right now, and how he gets so frustrated when he can't say the words that he means, even though he knows in his mind what he wants. He can't say the words. And he's learning so many things at once that it just exhausts him and frustrates him sometimes. And that's how I feel about homesteading some days. I actually love the learning. I love having something to put my mind to besides mothering. I love being a mother, but it is amazing to me to have something else to pour my intellect and my heart and myself into. But it's really frustrating because I cannot learn everything in one day, 1 month, or 1 year. And I want to know it all right now. So how do you overcome frustration? You overcome it with truth. You overcome it with patience. You overcome it with love to yourself. You look at where you were and how far you've come. Here's what I'm going to say to myself today. Dolly may not be bred. Flopsy may not be bred. My ducks may not be laying very well, but tomorrow's a new day. Today's a new day. And look at that. The eggs are already starting to come back. You know, all of my animals are mostly happy and healthy. A year ago, I didn't even believe what we're doing right now is possible. A year ago, I didn't know anything about broody hens or pregnant goats or how to milk an animal or what to do if a goat has problems in labor or how to clip a chicken's wing, how to incubate eggs, and I am learning all these skills. A year ago, I would have never thought that this would be my garden. I didn't bring the egg basket up because I didn't expect to get enough eggs to need an egg basket. Dolly not being bred is a huge blow to my heart and to my confidence in some ways and to my mind because I had so many plans. That's another thing that can encourage you on the homestead. Perspective. That we aren't gonna starve because our cow's not bred. We're gonna go to the store and buy milk. Hallelujah. And my children are safe and they're healthy and my family is thriving.
A tiny little baby. Bob, watch out. He's only a tiny little baby and he is 3 years old.
That's right.
3 years old.
The last thing I want to talk about today is how to deal with exhaustion on the homestead. And this may be a really long video because I'm kind of addressing a few different things, but I'm exhausted. I'll just tell you that right now. I've got homeschool about to start, so I'm planning for that. I've got a ton of produce coming in, which I'm very excited about, but I have to find the time and the energy to harvest it. We have a lot of projects going on that we don't even vlog about. I'm sure all of you guys can relate to being exhausted, whether you're homesteaders or not. So how do I deal with it? I take breaks. I take breaks. Not only physical breaks, resting, but mental breaks. I go and I play with my, no. We don't hit dogs with
Can I have a turn now, Mom?
So one of the things that's life-giving for me is hanging out with my kids. Not doing school, not doing work, just playing.
Going for Joyful 2.
You got one for Joyful 2. He always brings me flowers. And because Justice does it, this fine little man here does it too. I want to end this video. I'm about to go in and start and put kids down for naps and start freezing and canning beans, but I want to ask you this today. When you're disappointed, thank you. When you're discouraged, when you're exhausted, what brings you hope? What brings you rest? And what brings you encouragement? Figure that out, and those will be the things that will help you to overcome the hard parts of homesteading. I just got hit in the head by a stick. Thankfully, it didn't hurt too bad. Ouch, just got hit again. Don't hit dogs. That's not what we do. We're kind to our dogs. Okay, I just shot a video on freezing my green beans, and they're ready to go in the freezer down in the dungeon. 15 quarts going in the freezer. I know that seems like a lot, but we are going to need at least 2 quarts per meal. We tend to eat green beans at least twice a week, if not more often, just because they're super quick and easy and everybody loves them. Dun dun dun, it is so awful down here, you guys. Our next big project is getting this place down here spick and span painted, light put down here. So the problem with freezing is that you're gonna run out of freezer space pretty quick. There's a lot more flexibility with canning as to where you can put everything. But I would rather get this done this way and then rot and all my hard work go to waste. If you see all the jars behind me, that is someone else's extremely hard work. Her name actually was Velma, and I aspire to be just like her one day. I feel accomplished with those 15 quarts, but it's nowhere near enough. So we'll see what else we get put up in the next weeks ahead.